While you're doing online instruction, you may have a professor ask you to keep a Google Doc in order to show your work and help communicate with them. Here's the process you would use in order to do that. The first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to sign into Google. Now this may require you to actually set up a Google account if you do not already have one. So I'm going to go to google.com, and from here I'm going to press sign in. If you do not have an account, you're going to use this link down here to create an account. If you already have a Gmail account, you can enter it here. Or you can actually also set up your Google using your ZU email, such as what I'm going to show you. Okay, so now I've logged into Gmail using my ZU email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and press the button for Google Apps. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to go into what is called Google Drive. Google Drive is just a cloud-based version of a thumb drive. And what's great is you can log in on any computer and you'll have access to all the files you might need. This is also highly advised for you to store all your course materials online, as you never know what will happen to your laptop. And I don't know how many students I've seen the night before an assignment is due, they're working on it and their computer crashes, or they lose the file and they lose all their work. So really do consider setting up a drive and using it for all of your coursework. So once you come into your Google Drive, you may not have any documents. It depends if you've used it before. You have some options here that may be very helpful. So in order to set up a Google Doc, what you'll be using is this plus sign here that's in the corner. We can do several things after we press this. So here when we use the plus sign, we have options for starting a folder. That could be helpful to keep you organized. You can also upload a file. This could be helpful if you're trying to share a large file with someone else. And then you have the options to create different things such as docs or slides. As you guys are doing online learning, I hope you also use this as a tool in order to support you on working on your presentations through Google Slides, or working in Google Docs with your teams. So I'm going to go ahead and press Google Doc. When I do that, it opens up a new Word doc in a new tab. Here I can name it. So let's say I was working on this for Gen 185, and maybe I was working on my literature review. Whatever assignment it is going to be. From here, I could type whatever I need to do. I have all the standard formatting options up here. The next thing that would be important would be to share this file. So when we need to share it, we have a few different options of how we are going to share it. And you can ask your professors and your peers how they would prefer it to be shared by. So the first thing that comes up is I can come in here, press the share button, and I can get a shareable link. So if I send anyone this link, they can view my file. However, it doesn't mean that they can edit it, and it doesn't mean that they can leave you comments or feedback. If I want people to be able to do more than just see my document, I need to come in and press Can View, and I need to change the amount of access they have. So usually when I'm working with my friends on a paper, I would choose that they can edit it. If I'm working on something and I want someone to tell me if I need to change things about my assignment, I would say that they can comment on it and they can make recommendations for things to be changed, but it won't actually change that item. So if you just set what type of access they need and then send them this link, they'll be able to find your document. The other way that I could share it is I could share it using their email. So let's say I wanted to share it with this person. I would add their name, and then I could use this pen to set the same setting. And it'll actually also send them an email and I can write a short note to tell them what it is that I'm sending them. Press send. Okay, so after you press send, what it's going to give you is an option. Do you want them to have to have logged in with a Google account or not? In general, we like to leave the second option there. Okay, so now the person I've shared this document with has got it in an email and they'll be able to access it. So just check with the others and see how they'd like it shared. And once again, remember, there are lots of options of the type of the documents that you can use through Google and who you can share them with. So feel free to start using this tool as you walk into your next adventure of online learning.